Guys, listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, it's a trap. It is a trap. And I'm about to explain to you what that trap is. So look, all day, every day, on Facebook, on Instagram, I see these really nice cars for sale. Really nice cars, like done, ready to go. And I see probably 100 people saying, why in the world will you sell that? Why would you let go of that car? It's absolutely beautiful, it's amazing, it's everything I've dreamed of. I'll tell you why. Let me run something by you real quick. If you had, somebody gave you 100 grand or 200 grand or whatever much and said, go build your car exactly how you wanted it. Exactly. No expense spared. Everything done perfectly. You know what would happen once you got that car back? I'll tell you. What would happen is the exact reason you're seeing all these super nice cars for sale on Facebook and nobody can understand why. It's because you're bored. Let me explain. All right, so let's take Pop's car for instance. Guys, if you don't know the story behind Pop's car, you need to go back and watch the video series we did on getting it. In short, my wife's father bought this car brand new in 1989. He then traded it in 2005 for another Mustang. It was gone for all those years up until 2020 when we decided we were going to try and find that car. We found it. It was an absolute turd. And then we started a 4+ ongoing year, but you know, almost 5 years of restoring the car. And the entire time I was restoring the car, I loved it. Absolutely just, I was enthralled with the entire project. Guess what I am now? I'm bored with it. Yeah, I'm bored with it. Now, I'm gonna drop a little truth on you. And I know this because I was that guy. When I was younger, had young kids, you know, wasn't making, you know, near as much money, all of that, I never got to experience what it was like to be able to really build a car the way you wanted to. I would save money, I would, you know, take money when I had it, which wasn't very often, and buy little stuff here and there. So I was never able to get like to this point, or to the point of my 92. And so that kept me enthusiastic, kept me excited, you know, because I was working towards getting a car where I wanted it. So let me just let you in on a little secret. Once it's all done, the thrill is gone. The excitement, the anticipation, the searching for parts, on into the night on your laptop or on your phone, all of that's over and you're bored. That's just the reality. Guys, watching this car transform to an absolute garbage POS car that pretty much was I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty much parts car material, to what it is today was a lot of fun. It really was. The paint, the interior, the entire drivetrain, all of that. But since that's been done in the last 1.5, 2 years, what have you seen me do? Wheels, suspension. I keep changing things and I want to continue to change things. And that's why. I want to change things because I've already done everything that I set out to do. Engine, interior, trans, drivetrain, suspension, It's all been done. And what does it do now? What it's doing? It's just sitting here. Guys, look, that is just the cold hard facts. Once all the anticipation is done, once all the work is done, once you've got everything exactly how you want it, then you lose interest in it. And that's true with anything in life. It doesn't really matter what it is. Any project, anything you're doing in life, you're going to get bored eventually once it ceases to become an anticipated outcome. Once that anticipated outcome has been achieved, you're kind of left with nothing. Now, absolutely, we get the car out and take it to shows, and you know, we take it to Cars and Coffee, you know, events, stuff like that. Of course you do that. But as a whole, my level of excitement for this car is kind of non-existent. Especially when compared to how excited I was when I was in process of totally restoring this car. So, when you see all those sappy quote pages putting up, it's not the destination, it's the journey. As corny as that sounds, boys, that's 100% true. The journey of building this car and restoring this car, that was fun. The destination, now that it's here, not much fun. So, for all you guys that have trouble understanding how someone can let something go that's so amazing, that's the reason. Just is what it is. Look, I even had guys telling me back when we tore my car all back apart in 2021 to send it up for paint, like, man, that's such a cool car, it's badass. I wouldn't do that. I'd just leave it alone. Not completely, but I was getting antsy. I'm not saying I was getting bored, but I was getting kind of antsy with the car to change it up again. After all the work that we did on that car, smooth the engine bay, shaved the engine bay, did the COYOTE swap, you know, all those other things to that car. It wasn't, when was that? Year and a half, 2 years later, I wanted to do it again. So, guys, look, I'm telling you from experience, and I understand there's a lot of guys that haven't, you know, that have to take their time and do things very slowly, and don't really grasp it, but I'm telling you, it's a thing. So, without saying a whole heck of a lot, there is going to be some changes coming to Pop's car once my car is done, which will be very shortly, and you'll see what those are. And I've got some very good reasons of why we're going to change some things up, and I'll get into that later. But really and truly, just want to do this video because I see literally hundreds of people who just don't understand why. And I get why they don't understand why, and that's why I want to do this video. It's not always great to just have instant gratification, okay? Just taking $100,000 to say, here, build it, make it perfect, and then you get it back, there it is, okay. No fun in that. The fun's in the work. The fun's in the process, the journey, the waiting on parts, the, you know, getting pissed off because something didn't go right and you gotta tear it all back apart. That's the fun part. It may not seem like it in that moment, but I promise you it is. So, my best advice is enjoy the ride. Life's a journey. Stop worrying about the destination. Have fun doing it. Get your friends involved. Get your kids involved. Get your son and daughter out in the garage. Even your daughter, yes, my daughter's helped too. So there you go, guys. If you got anything out of this, please drop me a big thumbs up. Make sure you smash that subscribe button. Catch you on the next one.